It's a statistic I feel I should apologise for. I've been on the television for over 30 years. I started out as a musician, touring Australia, playing in bands, making records. I was then an actor with lead roles in Sweet and Sour, The Flying Doctors and various other productions. I was then asked to join the inaugural season of the travel show Getaway. And apart from a 4-year stint as the host of the morning show, 9am with David and Kim, I've been with Getaway ever since, which has allowed me to visit over 60 countries, fly about 3 million kilometres and stay in about 3,000 hotel rooms. Not all of them good. I know there are some very fine campsites, caravan parks and motels around the world, and very popular they are too, but someone's got to support the other end of the market, brave the aircon chill, find comfort in an acre of bed, check that the telly above the bath is actually working, and risk life and limb reaching for the top shelf booze. That's why I'm here. When you've dealt with gun-toting Russian nightclub owners, when you found yourself in an Amazonian river, face to face with a vicious kangaroo that swims up the urethra to feast on your blood, when you've spent 10 days climbing hills of running mud on the Kokoda track, you realise you are blessed with an ability to stay calm, survival instinct, a robust sense of humour, an understanding of the human condition, and these are all attributes that bear relevance to any function, any occasion, any topic. I can weave the many tales of my weird and wonderful adventures to suit any event. When a kingdom such as Cambodia there shares a border with a communist country such as Vietnam here, you'd expect an area of no man's land, wouldn't you? Of razor wire, armed patrol, sniffer dogs, searchlights. At the very least, a gunship or two, but no. Not here on the Mekong, where life is very much more laid back. To begin the whole border crossing process, we must first wait for the mechanic in the little workshop over there to fire up the putt-putt, which delivers the solitary customs official to the ship to begin the rubber stamping. Meanwhile, we have another glass of champagne, or two. French, I believe. When you've hosted award shows, travel expos, government business on behalf of the Department of Foreign Affairs, 4-day conferences for 850 delegates, $1,000 a head charity dinners for rowdy participants hell bent on drinking their body weight in donated booze, you get to understand the rules. You keep it interesting, you keep it focused, and you keep it moving. Welcome to the Middle Rhine, where the Rhine River narrows, where there appears to be a castle at every bend, perched high upon steep cliffs, where endless vineyards plump and juicy with Riesling cling to steep slopes, where glorious villages tempt the travellers with aromas of schnitzel and sauerkraut, and cathedral bells send their mournful chimes across the river's surface. 300,000 visitors a year come here to kiss the Blarney Stone. It's incredible, really, especially when you think that not only do you have to line up with the hordes and get yourself into an awkward position to kiss it, you've got to pucker up to a stone that is drenched in, awash with the saliva of millions of tourists. The power of Niagara Falls has gouged the border between the US there and Canada right here. 1/5 of the world's fresh water muscles its way over these falls at a rate of 1 million bathtubs a minute. Think about that when you're shivering in your robe, longing for a soak and the pressure's on the blink. 1 million bathtubs a minute. That's guaranteed to dislodge the grime from the deepest crack. Now, the Irish say that on a clear day you can see New York from here. Clearly a yarn sunk up during a marathon session on the Guinness, because not only is New York about 5,000 kilometres that way, they clearly didn't believe you'd be here in any condition other than the historical deep mist, thick fog or hammering horizontal rain. We've arrived in Ireland's only clear, sunny day in history, and I can assure you that New York cannot... Hang on.